Philosophy and the climate crisis. The philosophy. It is often viewed as an abstract and quixotic discipline that has little to do with the real world. But far from it. Philosophy can provide practical solutions to current problems. Let's take the climate crisis for example. It is one of the biggest challenges of our time. The consequences of climate change are already noticeable: extreme weather events, rising sea levels, melting glaciers. We must understand the climate crisis as a moral issue and have a responsibility to protect the environment and minimize the consequences of climate change for future generations. Let's look at the ethical dimensions to understand this crisis. What responsibility do we have towards future generations? How can we ensure a fair distribution of resources? What lifestyle changes are necessary to protect the environment? Philosophers such as John Stuart Mill and Peter Singer have developed utilitarian approaches that aim to achieve the greatest possible happiness for the greatest possible number. Other philosophers such as Immanuel Kant and Hans Jonas argue that we must protect the environment for moral reasons, regardless of the consequences. Three central questions are in the foreground. 1. What is the cause of the climate crisis? The climate crisis is man-made. It is the result of decades of environmental destruction and ruthless exploitation of resources. 2. What are the consequences of the climate crisis? The consequences of climate change are diverse and serious. They range from extreme weather events and natural disasters to hunger, water shortages, and poverty. 3. What can we do to tackle the climate crisis? Addressing the climate crisis requires a comprehensive transformation of our society. We need to change the way we live, make our energy supply more environmentally friendly, and make the economy more sustainable. The climate crisis is a challenge that we can only overcome together. A global effort is needed to protect the environment and combat climate change. The future is in our hands. We have the choice whether we ignore the climate crisis and accept the consequences for future generations, or whether we take active action and protect our world. Let's take on the challenge and shape a sustainable future together. What is your opinion on this? Write it in the comments.